Hello friends, in today's video we will be discussing about an interesting and important topic, that is reverse pharmacology, an innovative approach to discovering new medicines. So let's start. So basically, what is reverse pharmacology? Typically, the conventional pharmacology is forward pharmacology, which involves identifying a potential drug molecule, testing it in the laboratory, then on animals, and finally in human clinical trials. While effective, this process can be long, costly, and has a high failure rate. While this reverse pharmacology, on the other hand, starts from a different point. So, rather than beginning with chemical molecules, we start with traditional medicines. For example, herbal remedies, natural products, and treatments that have been used for centuries by different cultures around the world. These remedies have already been tested in humans, so we know they are relatively safe. So the conventional pharmacology or forward pharmacology is from bench to bedside. Bench means from laboratories and preclinical researches to the bedside. Bedside means to the clinical practice, to the hospitals, healthcare services, etc. While the reverse pharmacology is its reverse, that is from bedside to bench, means first the knowledge from clinical practice, hospitals, and traditional medicine is gathered. Then this valuable insight is utilized in laboratories and preclinical researches to discover or develop new compounds and drugs, or to explore new therapeutic applications for already existing medications. The job of reverse pharmacology is to scientifically validate these treatments and identify the active compounds that make them work. This process is quicker, cost effective, and helps bring well established traditional therapies into modern medical practice. Any example of this reverse pharmacology? Yes. Here is a great example, artemisinin. There is artemisinin and its derivatives. A perfect example of the reverse pharmacology is the discovery of artemisinin. Artemisinin comes from the plant Artemisia annua, which has been used for centuries in traditional Chinese medicine to treat fevers. In the 1970s, Tu Yuyu, a Chinese scientist, isolated artemisinin and it became a groundbreaking treatment for malaria, saving millions of lives. Tu Yuyu's work was so impactful that she was awarded the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 2015 for this significant discovery. Now the next question is reverse pharmacology only for traditional medicines? The answer is no. While it's true that many examples of reverse pharmacology come from the herbal remedies and folk medicines, the approach is not limited to them. For example, just look at this one, metformin. Yes, metformin, a repurposed drug. Initially developed for managing blood sugar levels, metformin has been repurposed for several other uses. Studies suggest it could have anti-cancer effects, especially for breast, colorectal, and prostate cancers. It has shown promise in extending lifespan, managing polycystic ovary syndrome, there is PCOS, and even potentially reducing the risk of cardiovascular diseases. This is a great example of how drugs can be used in new therapeutic areas beyond their original purpose. So, reverse pharmacology doesn't only mean herbal remedies and folk medicines, rather, it can be any drug. Actually, the key is to start with something, whether traditional or modern, that already works in humans and validate it scientifically to bring it into mainstream medicine. In conclusion, the reverse pharmacology is an exciting and promising approach to drug discovery. By bridging ancient wisdom with modern science, we can identify effective treatments more quickly, safely, and affordably. As we have already discussed, drugs like artemisinin and metformin show us that nature and traditional practices still have a lot to offer when it comes to solving modern health problems. So, this was all for today's short video, and soon I will be back with the next interesting and important topic. So, stay connected and thanks.